Speaking of great coaching and great turnarounds, Bret Bielema, another lifer, and one coming out of college. I was a grad assistant at Iowa, and Bret Bielema was a linebackers coach there. And, coincidentally, the only two unmarried guys on that staff. So obviously, I could spend a lot of time with him. He taught me a lot off campus. I just kind of followed his lead. He was coaching me back then. But Bret Bielema gets to Illinois. This is not year 3. This ain't year 2. They just cut the ribbon this past winter. Now they're up. They are 5-1, number 1 defense. And they have a shot here in the Big Ten West to win this thing with some resident giants who are out here wobbling around. Felder, can Illinois do it? Right? This will probably be one of the last season or two that the Big Ten has this East-West deal, because really that league should be playing. They shouldn't have a division. But can they do it? Can they go win the West?
Yeah, why not? If not now, then when? You know what I'm saying?
Insight like that you can't beat. That's Michael Felder. You can find him on Michael Felder.
I think he's using that speech this week.
Yeah.
But here's the point. Like, listen, we saw Minnesota crap their pants, right?
Yep.
We saw them do that. We saw Wisconsin just look god awful. So if you can't win it now, if you can't do it when you have Chase Brown, you can't do it right now, then when are you going to do it?
Right.
If you can't do it right now, then when will you do it? This is a team that they do a lot of things that I find to be some combination. I don't know if special's the right word or unique's the right word, but the way that they crowd the line of scrimmage, they dare you to go over the top, and that's defensively. And then offensively, they're like, hey, you know what? Guys, we're packing it in, and you come and stop us.
Right.
Which goes back to Wisconsin, right? When he was there. It's this idea of you come and stop us. We're showing you what we're going to do. You know we're going to run here. We don't run to the weak side. We run to the strength. We run strength.
Speaking of that strength, Coach, just like Coach Babers, Bret Bielema has put his identity into this program.
Yeah.
It's a ball coach now. Arkansas, they were winning games. Wisconsin, they were really the landlord in the West when he was there.
Yeah.
Speak to it on just Bret Bielema, what you're seeing from his implementation of the program, his grip on it, and can they push this to Indianapolis against one of those heavyweights in December?
Yes, no doubt. Bret's always been. I mean, even that we've known each other a long time. And at Arkansas, it was a team. Probably the greatest compliment I can give a coach is you have to beat them. They're not going to beat themselves.
Tgoing to. Explain that to people though. Explain that.
And you know what you're going to get, right? You got to. He's going to hold on to the ball. He's going to run it, and they're going to trade tight ends. They're going to do it, and then all of a sudden there's going to be a play action pass, and somebody's going to be wide ass open, right? Yep. And because you got to commit 8-9 guys to the run, maybe 10, right? Because he'll just keep running it. And then somebody will get loose. He's always going to have a kicker. Then be solid on special teams. He might want a fake or two. He's always got that up his sleeve, right? So, and defensively, they're going to be sound, right? It's going to be some sort of quarters, right? You got to get some way to get safeties, get them down in there and get over the top. But you know what you're going to get, but they're not going to screw it up, right? And to his credit, and what I see right now, this is not a knock on the West, but at Arkansas, in the SEC West, he didn't have the same kind of players that LSU or Alabama or Auburn or even
Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss,
A&M.
Mississippi State. He didn't have those guys, but he still won games. He won a lot of games and beat people, right? So I see right now, in from what I've seen Purdue play live a couple times, right? And Purdue should have beaten Penn State, right? The first game of the year. They had game one, but as usual, that part. So they said, well, here it is. I've seen Purdue get better and better and better this week. I was like with you. I didn't think there was any way they were going to beat Maryland, right?
Right.
And they come out of that. What I see coming up is what's going to happen in the West. You're going to have to beat Illinois to get out of the West. They got every reason to be feeling good about them because they've stopped. What they give up last week? 6 or 9? How many points?
9, I think.
It wasn't even double digit.
They gave up 6.
6.
6.
Right.
They won with 9. They gave up 6.
They won with 9, right?
How about that?
Ugly football, but that's what they're going to do, right? So you're going to have to beat them. They're not going to turn it over. They're not going to have 10 penalties. That's not going to happen, right? So you're going to have to play. I'm not saying perfect football, but you cannot give the ball away. You can't give possessions away, and you can't have foolish penalties. Otherwise, they'll take advantage of it and kick field goals all game. You'll look up, and it'll be 17-3. And now you got to come back in a situation where he's already run the clock down to 5 minutes to go in the game.
Well, to get your Big Ten Illinois championship tickets, go to Coach Kevin Sumlin